I felt like prior to meditating, I was kind of like numb to or like sleeping. Now I feel like I'm experiencing everything.
Meditation is my spiritual path. So it's not a tool in a toolbox to deal with life situations. It is taught me how to stay with humanness and how to stay with the human potential.
The heart has a much different schedule than the mind. Trying to maintain a peaceable relationship with the heart and see what's happening with the heart and not try to judge that, not try to condemn yourself, not get involved in shame or guilt. I think meditation really helps that.
What is the difference between meditation and mindfulness?
The meditation we practice here is a combination of two things, mindfulness and awareness. So it's called mindfulness awareness practice. So mindfulness is keeping your attention on an object of meditation. So it could be the breath, could be the object. You could be connecting with breathing for mindfulness practice and very beneficial. The awareness part is like, what do you learn from doing that? What do you find out about yourself, about your relationship to others? So as the gong fades out, let's just tune into where we are right now. Really, we would say this is an awareness practice. We use mindfulness to be with that awareness practice. And basically we want them to come together, mindfulness and awareness, and apply that to all our experience in our life. Let's connect to where we are. Well, there's three parts to meditation instruction, and they work with the body, so posture. They work with breath, and they work with mind. So, in other words, our thoughts. So we have body, we have breath, and thoughts, and that's the instruction. Pretty simple, but when you do it for a while, then what happens is the thought part. That gets very, very busy. If I'm in a warfare with what is going on in my mind, I'm going to be very hard on myself, right? I'm going to just like curse myself, and I just can't get it right. And that's what happens, I think, when people come in and they want to meditate, but their thoughts are too much. It's like, it's warfare.
Yeah.
And if we can't solve the warfare here, well, that's why we have warfare out there. Notice the feeling of the body breathing. So bring your mind to wherever you feel the breath the best.
When I first came to meditating, I felt pretty disconnected from myself and kind of figuring out what I need and what I wanted. I thought maybe meditation would be a good first step. I came to meditation with that in mind, and then through practice and through like conversations with other people that meditate, including Alan, I've learned, and I'm continuously learning, how to sort of accept all of my experiences, not just the experiences that feel comfortable or more pleasant, but being able to accept all of the things that kind of are part of being human. Doing that when I'm in the cushion, practicing and connecting with my breathing, and then also being able to hopefully do that outside of meditation in my real life.
In addition to connection, do you think meditation has brought you healing?
I think I feel very awake, is how I would describe it. And part of that can be really hard. Like part of it can almost be painful at times. And then other times it can be really extremely joyful. So I do feel like I'm getting to truly experience what's in front of me, and things feel a little bit more vivid when I'm in those moments. I'm a school psychologist, and I do think that it's been really helpful for me to practice meditation because I'm also trying to practice meditation and mindfulness with the students that I work with, and also share that information with teachers. I think that that's a really powerful thing for our kids to be receiving too.
If you feel that sitting and meditating is a way of avoiding problems, then that is the problem itself. The practice of meditation is not so much about the hypothetical attainment of enlightenment. It is about leading a good life.
Meditation has entered the realm of psychotherapy as a tool. I think that's nice to see that used. It gives you a way to tap in. But I think the rubber hits the road when you choose to make it a spiritual practice versus, something to cope with heaviness in life or how to be with yourself.
How long have you been practicing meditation?
Ooh, over 10 years. It's so weird to even say that out loud.
What made you get into it?
Pain, my own mental suffering. There's a lot when you sit on that cushion. Then your brain goes wild in the silence. And then you have to deal with whatever that is. And then somehow it gets tamed a bit. And you start to realize you're not the only one suffering. It's like an aha moment. It's really weird to look around the meditation hall and be like, oh, I'm not the only one feeling this way.
Yeah.
But somehow pain can make you very narrow and feel like you're the only one ever felt this way in existence. And that's not true.
Would you say that it was healing for you?
Every day. If you think about it, there's only one letter difference between medicate and meditate. And for me, meditation was the path that I chose, and was dealing with it was a kind of medicine for me at the time. And coupled with therapy, I really found that it gave me a way to experience my emotions neutrally, to see them as things that would come and go rather than grabbing them so tightly. And that in combination with therapy was just such a positive strategy for me. I mean, we spend so much time training our minds in school and then training our bodies in athletics, but we have no training for our emotions. And they're always there. And then they come up in these, either traumatic or significant events in our life. And I found that meditation really helps me process those when they come up.
What would you say to someone who's just starting out and isn't sure if meditation is right for them or isn't sure if they're right for meditation?
The most important thing is to just sit and not judge yourself and feel what the response is in your body. At first, everyone wants to have peace and calm, right? They think, I've got to learn how to meditate because then my mind will be calm. And the interesting thing is, at least for me, was that when I started to meditate, it was just the opposite. All my things that I'd been storing, all that stress, all that anger, all the things that I didn't understand, that came up. And so I would get off the cushion in the morning more angry than when I had sat down. And so learning not to blame myself for that or wonder what was wrong with me for that, and that's the great context for doing it in a group. That's the great reason for finding a center, because other people have these same exact reactions, and then you realize, oh, I'm not the only one that's feeling like this. One of my favorite koans, which is it's a sort of oxymoron, these Zen koans like the sound of one hand clapping.
Yeah.
It was a favorite one of mine. A monk asks a famous teacher, Zhaozhou, what is meditation? And the master, Zhaozhou, answers, it's not meditation. And the monk student is like, well, what is it then? And Zhaozhou says, it's alive. It's just alive.
May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering.
Funding provided in part by the Charles E. Kubly Foundation, committed to improving the lives of those impacted by depression since 2003.